Hi everybody, this is Erica Slayton here with Healthy Family Oils, and I have my assistant Jacob here to help me make a facial serum. Now Jacob, the reason why women and men need a facial serum is to keep our skin looking wonderful. So not all of us have 9-year-old skin like you that feel just simply amazing. So what we have to do is, as we get older, especially when you're in 20s and 30s, and then as you get older from there, you have to put serums on to help keep the wrinkles at bay. So I'm very, very fortunate and blessed in that whenever anybody meets me, they say, wow, I can't believe you're 46 years old, which is awesome to have that kind of compliment. So needless to say, one of the ways that I keep my skin nice and clear is I moisturize and I use serums. Now in the past, I have used commercially purchased serums, and I've also made my own. And so what I'm going to share with you today is the one that I make for myself that I absolutely love. And I will tell you that in the commercially purchased ones, I have spent upwards of $70 to $100 for a 1 ounce bottle of serum. So this is 1 ounces. And that's quite a bit of money for a person to purchase for skincare, but worth it if it's going to help your skin. The problem is we don't know what's in the commercially purchased stuff. We know what's on the label, but we don't know what else is in it. And with Young Living and with things like the organic carrier oils that we have, we know exactly what's going in there. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with the recipe that I got from The Art of Blending with Essential Oils. That's a book written by Debra Raybern. And I love her book because it has some wonderful recipes in it. So be sure to pick up her book if you want to learn how to make your own products from essential oils. It's Debra, D-E-B-R-A, Raybern, R-A-Y-B-E-R-N. And it's called The Art of Blending with Essential Oils. So what we're going to be making today is what's called drops of gold facial serum. All right. Now I've actually already made it because honestly, in the time that it takes me to walk you through the multiple drops that it takes to make this particular serum, it becomes a 20-minute video when it really only literally takes me about 2 minutes to make the serum. So what we're going to do is this particular recipe calls for 5 ounces of liquid through carrier oils and essential oils, which for me would mean 5 bottles of serum. I don't need 5 bottles of serum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to half my recipe. And when I half the recipe, of course, it gives me 2.5 bottles of facial serum. And that's okay because the holidays are coming and I do have a best friend. And my best friend would love to have my bottle of facial serum because she's actually been gifted that before and she absolutely adores it. So that being said, I make 2.5 bottles. Half bottle goes by my bedside table. The other bottle goes in my bathroom. And the other bottle goes to my bestie. So let's talk about what's in it. First of all, again, we're halving this, okay? So the first thing we have is almond oil, and my wonderful assistant Jacob is going to show you the almond oil, and then he's also going to show you the next ingredient, which is called jojoba oil. So grab the jojoba oil for me. We'll put this one up. And this is going to be 1 ounce of almond oil.
Jojoba oil.
It's going to be 1/2 ounce of jojoba oil. It's going to be 1 ounce of Evening Primrose Oil. Again, the recipe, just so y'all know, will be in the bottom of the video. So we're going to do 1/2 ounce of the Evening Primrose Oil, and we're going to do 20 drops of vitamin E. Vitamin E.
Vitamin E.
Vitamin E. We're going to do 20 drops of vitamin E. There you go. They can see it. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you all of the essential oils that come into this particular blend. So the first thing that we're going to show you is patchouli. And patchouli, we need 24 drops of patchouli. Okay. So this one is a very earthy essential oil, but it's a wonderful one for skincare.
Yep.
So that's the first one that we're going to use. And then we're going to use 12 drops of geranium. Geranium is our next one. And we're going to use 12 drops of geranium. You'll notice that this is an old Young Living bottle, and that's because they don't go bad if you store them correctly. And second of all, I don't use geranium for a lot of different things, but when I do, it's for skincare. So it goes a long way for me, which is why I don't mind making my own skincare products, because I can keep these bottles for a long, long time and have multiple uses for them. The other thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to use frankincense. And frankincense is 20 drops of frankincense. And then, oh, what a great idea Jacob just came up for you guys. So 20 drops of frankincense. And then we're going to be using 8 drops of myrrh. You're so smart. Thank you. We're going to be using 8 drops of lavender. And last but not least, the recipe at full strength calls for 5 drops of rose. But guess what? We can't go half a drop, right? So we're going to do 3, because you can never have an extra half a drop of rose in your ingredients, right? So we're going to do half a drop of rose. So that is 6 bottles of essential oil, but for good reason, because it's wonderful skincare. So when it ends up being all measured out, and I use a glass measuring bowl, or carafe if you want to call it that. And then what I do is I put it all on a scale, a kitchen scale. And the reason is because I want to make sure that I am getting it precise, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put it into my glass measuring cup. And then I'm going to stir it up really good, because I want to make sure that all of the essential oils and all the carrier oils are blending together nicely before I pour. And the other thing that's really important is that your glass is sterilized and clean before you use it. The next thing is also make sure that your glass is not wet, because if it's wet, it could have bacteria inside those water droplets, and then it could ruin your entire project. Really? You just did that on camera, huh? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the 1 ounce in here very carefully. If you have a funnel, that's even better. That's enough. I'm being so silly, it's funny. I'm leaving a little bit of room for air. Forgot to seal it up properly. And then now I have my second bottle, because I'd already made a half a bottle. Or excuse me, I'd already made 2 bottles. So there's my 2 bottles of made serum. And now I've got my leftover, and I'm going to use my leftover one, again, for my bedside table. It looks like I might get a little bit more than a half an ounce, but who's arguing with that, right? So I'm going to use that one.
Whoa, that's
nice.
so full.
Almost. So now I have my 2.5 bottles of serum, less than the cost of 1 bottle of manufactured commercially available serum, to put all over my face, my neck, and my décolleté area. So again, The Art of Blending with Essential Oils by Debra Raybern. Please do purchase her book, because like I said, she's got some awesome stuff in it. And the recipe for this particular Drops of Gold facial serum will be down below in the comment, or down above the comment section. Please do subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so that you can see Jacob and I both going through different uses for essential oils, because we love teaching people about this stuff. It's amazing what God has given us in plants, trees, and flowers, and all these wonderful things we have to choose from. So with that being said,
remember, put thieves on your feet every night.
That's right, every night. That's a great suggestion. With that being said, thanks for joining us. We'll
Have
talk
a great
to you
day.
soon. Bye.